This is the second episode of Education Matters devoted exclusively to principals since we launched this show just a few short months ago. The first one, we focused on the changing role of principals and highlighted the dismal state of principal pay in North Carolina, where we rank 50th nationally in average pay. Today, we talked about the importance of professional development and leadership. Remember that Q&A at our first break? 60% of our principals in North Carolina have less than 5 years experience in the position. Principals are no different than any other profession. They get better as they get more experience and more development and training. Now, you've probably heard that no school-based factor matters more to student achievement than the teacher. In fact, researchers have calculated and estimate that the teacher accounts for more than a third of the variation in overall school's achievement. But as Bonnie mentioned earlier, guess what? The same research found that principals represent nearly 25% of that variation. So while individual teachers have a tremendous impact on their own students' achievement, it takes multiple in-school factors coming together to significantly improve student performance on a large scale, and it's the principal that can bring all those factors together. The impact of a great school leader goes beyond improved stats and test scores. North Carolina teachers have said that the principal is the single most important factor they consider when deciding to return to that school or even to stay in teaching the next year. There are virtually no documented instances of troubled schools being turned around without intervention by a powerful school leader. Our public schools have a lot of needs. Our teachers are still underpaid compared to other states and certainly in other professions, given their relative importance to society. Many of our schools lack basic resources, forcing teachers to buy classroom supplies out of their own pocket. They'll do it, but it's not right. This year, we have the opportunity as a state to make critical and much-needed new investments in public education. And few investments offer a clearer return on investment than investing in school leaders. That includes raising the embarrassingly low pay, but it also includes investing more in great programs like the one that guest Bonnie Fuzzarelli described and Tom Williams. North Carolina is going to keep North Carolina is going to keep the emerging leaders we have and continue to fill the pipeline with the next generation of great principals, now is the time to act. That's it for this week's Education Matters. Next week's show will be Newsmakers and Newsbreakers as we talk to education leader making news and 2 education reporters covering it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.